Hey everybody, it's Nomad. Today we're doing something a little different. We haven't done a gear review in quite a while, and today we're going to do a review of the DeSantis Sof-Tuck holster. So this holster, I've got two different ones here. This is one from my Glock 26. This one is, or it fits, it's an E106 or E1 106 V5. So, it's a multi-fit holster that can fit a variety of pistols. Today I've got a couple of different pistols, including an airsoft. This was an inert airsoft that doesn't work. Anyway, so we've got a couple of different pistols that we're going to discuss, but a lot of information is out there about holsters, and I want to give my own personal opinion on some of these things, as well as go over from an idea of like, what can you get, that's reasonably priced, that's good and all that. So for starters, DeSantis is not sponsoring this. They haven't sent these for me to review. I purchased these with my own money, and I want to show them off to you. So what we have is the DeSantis Sof-Tuck, and my primary carry is a Glock 26. We are clear, no bullets or anything. So this holster has been worn for approximately a year now, and it is nice and worn. It fits the gun almost as if it was matched up to it perfectly. Now compare that to one that's brand new, and I've only carried the pistol in this one. I've had three of these now. I gave one to a friend that had a similar pistol, and so you can see this one's just now beginning to get some of the wear marks. Hopefully that's clear and not focused on me, but on these holsters instead. So a couple of things I want to discuss about these holsters. So first off, they are inside the waistband and they're meant for concealing. I really like that aspect about them, and also there's a couple of complaints I'll have about them. But starting off with, the J-hook that comes standard with them, if you can see, it fits under the belt, it hangs on the pants, but it's meant for using the LC9. We're clear. So as it is sitting in the holster and you go to draw, you don't draw the whole holster out, which is good, but you can draw the pistol out and go to town, do your business or whatever. So another thing that I like about it is that it is open. Hopefully that's clear enough, but there's opening for me to visually inspect, no garment in the way, and the pistol slides right in, so I'm not fumbling around trying to make sure that it goes in there. And again, the best aspect of this, I gotta undo my belt. I don't want y'all to, I gotta be modest here. So if I go to tuck my shirt in, especially with this smaller Ruger LC9S, it is a really good, and I'm not going to tuck my shirt all the way in, but for demonstration, actually, you know what, for demonstration purposes I will. So let me go ahead and get my shirt completely tucked in so I look professional and nice. All right, so now that I have the LC9 completely tucked in, it conceals very nicely. I like it a lot. It does print ever so slightly depending on the angle that you are looking at. If you're leaning down at a grocery store picking something up, maybe you could see it, but it's for the most part well concealed, and the LC9 conceals even better than the Glock 26. But the other really nice thing is clear your garment, grab your pistol, and do what you got to do. So here's and it is the same with the it's the same with my Glock 26. So same thing, I've got it placed to visually inspect, put the barrel in, and then this pistol is ever so slightly different, and I'll explain to you why that is. You notice I had to rock it just a little bit, visually watching to make sure that I don't have an accidental discharge. Same deal, conceals nicely. If my shirt was tucked in, I know when I'm watching people talk about holsters, a lot of times they talk about certain things, but I want to see, like, what does it look like tucked in and all that. So let me get that done. Fix my shirt like it was normal, and there you have it. So I know the other side of my shirt's not tucked in, but anyway, so you can still see that this pistol still conceals well. Same deal, go to and do what you got to do. So I like the DeSantis Sof-Tuck. Now let's get into why there are a couple of concerns I have with it. So if you'll look at the shape difference of your pistol, my LC9 and my 26, you'll notice there's a profile difference on the trigger guard. My wife's Sky 9mm, same thing, profile difference. These two slip into the holster better because they're rounded and they don't hang up. because of the profile of the trigger guard, when you are reholstering, it will get hung up. I'm going to step right to the side, but with it compressing inside your pants, it will get hung up here. So what I've learned is giving a simple twist will open that up and it will walk right in without getting in danger of pressing the trigger. I mean, because you would have to press it in order to do that. As long as your garment is clear, you would have to completely get in there to press this in order to press that trigger in. I don't know if you can even notice or can see that or not. But that's one reason, just as an extra safety, I get a visual, I'll look at it, and I make sure that it, should it discharge, it's going to go into the ground and not into the back of my leg or my butt cheek or whatever. So same thing, if it was in the front, it'd be a little different. So this may not be the pistol, the choice you want to use for something that has a trigger guard profile like the Glock 26 or pretty much any Glock. This airsoft Glock, same thing. So the thing that I also like about it though is it is able to be used with my Glock, a Glock 19. So should I ever buy one, I could conceal that. And the imprint of the Glock 19 is about the same. It's, it sticks out on the butt just a little bit more, but it's not bad. So I'm pretty pleased with it. So let's get into the nitty gritty of what do I not like about it. Well, these are considered J-hooks. Like I said, this is where it sits on your pants and this hangs onto your belt. So when you go to pull it, it doesn't come off. For the most part, that's okay unless you have a baggier pair of pants, and then it could pull your pants down, it gets underneath your belt, it makes drawing it, and then you're constantly fighting it, trying to hold it up. What I prefer is a clip design, because I recently broke mine as I was getting out of my vehicle, and I broke that. So I ordered it. DeSantis has a really good website. I found the clips that I wanted, and I ordered a replacement clip. So I got a C-clip. The C-clip, it goes all the way around the belt, still hides inside the garment. But as you can see on my holster, something different happened. I was actually moving in between some stuff and near a fence, and well, the fence grabbed right along the edge, and I don't know exactly how or where I grabbed it. My assumption is somehow I got right up underneath the little hook part right there that is used for pulling it off your pants. And what I think happened is I somehow, squatting down near that fence, got it, and it just snapped it completely off. It's not a big deal though. I mean, it's a very simple single bolt change. You pull the bolt off, and I think for 35 bucks and then a $12, I get 2 of these clips. I'm still pleased with it. I'm not upset with it. I'm not going to just pitch a royal fit and say, well, they should have done better. Could they potentially make a clip option that would be metal? I think so. I have a holster here that someone gave me. They didn't really like it, and truthfully, I don't really like it either, but it is also a DeSantis holster. Give me one moment. Let me get that bolt started. There we go. Get my can't carry adjusted the way I want it. That's where I carry it normally. I'm going to put this new clip on there and tighten it down. So this other holster is called their night or their guard or watchman or something like that. I have to look it up, and I can put it in right here as I'm talking. And just like that, I'm done. So now I can go back to my Glock 26, put it on, and I'm ready to put it. And with that notch on the bottom, it comes up and over the belt. And so I prefer this because now it sits on my belt. Same thing, it's grabbing the belt, so when I draw, I get a good clear. And like I said, you can see as the barrel is going into it, I've got a good clear visual. My garment's clear. I put the barrel in, and I just give it a walk, and it slides in with no problem. And it's just enough to get that oblonged area, just to get it past, and it goes in smooth. Again, my big thing is I want to make sure that I don't have an accidental discharge. So it's nice, good. I mean, I have a consistent grip when I do it, and I like it. So this holster, this DeSantis holster, has a metal clip, and I'm thinking for just maybe a little bit more, that if they made a spring steel option for that, I don't know if it would work, but I mean, you could look at it 2 ways. And I was talking to a buddy about this. I know on my metal pocket knife, there have been times that my clip on my pocket knife has got hung up and bent or I lose my knife leaving it laying. Could there ever be an option that if you had a metal clip that didn't break, could I have bent down and hung it and my gun be laying there without me noticing it? Probably not, but it's possible. In some ways, having a clip that broke completely off and having that as the fail point so that the pressure of my body kept my pistol on me, that may have been a better option. But I think DeSantis probably could design a spring steel clip out of metal that would do the same, that these plastic clips are doing. But again, for like $12, I got 2 of them. So if I snap one, it's not that big a deal. You saw how fast the replacement was, and now I'm carrying back. I do wish that when you bought one, they would come with a J clip and a C clip, just so you could have your option to carry either one. These holsters do conceal in the front very well. If you adjust the cant, and which you can, they can be adjusted in a variety of, when you loosen that bolt up. Let's go ahead and do that. So you can adjust the cant in which you put it in, and also it has 1 ride height depth change. So you can adjust, a couple of different aspects about it. So it's semi-adjustable. I wouldn't say it's, as adjustable as some of the higher dollar ones, but it's made in America is what they, it's stamped made in the US. The leather is pliable. It starts off soft, and the more you wear it, the softer it gets. You could put something like some neem's foot oil or whatever on it, and soften it up even more. It's, again, I am pretty pleased with it. And the one thing I do like about it is I can put 2 different pistols. So my wife's Sky fits in there just as good as my Ruger LC9. And I mean, for 35 bucks, I mean, it's a really good option. So if you're looking to get into a budget, you're on a tighter budget, life is expensive right now, and you're looking to get a decent holster, I highly recommend doing this. Please, and this is me telling a story myself. There was a time, and I'm not going to tell where I was or what restaurant it was, but I had this pistol, and I'm carrying small of them back in a Uncle Mike's holster before I really knew what I was getting into, didn't have the information to look for. First, just starting to carry. And I'm doing the running man, just having a good time. Vanilla Ice is playing, and my wife and I are having a good time, just laughing, having some friends. The next thing I hear is clack. My pistol had bounced out of my small of the back Uncle Mike's cheap cloth holster and went sliding across the front of this restaurant. So 2 things. Number 1, this thing is drop safe. I've proven that. And I'm so thankful that I didn't have an accidental discharge in a restaurant. That was mortifying to me. I instantly started looking for information on decent holsters, and it was honestly more challenging than I thought. Found some good information. There's several guys that know way more than me that can give you good information, but I'm also on a budget, so I had to find something. And when I landed on this Uncle Mike's, I've been very happy. I've been using these things now for about 3 years, and just now doing a review on them. But just so you know, I give it 2 thumbs up. If there's any other holsters that you would like for me to try, I'll be glad to do that. But I carry 4 o'clock. That's my preferred area to carry. And so that's it. I just don't like that I can't conceal in the front and keep my shirt tucked in and look professional going to church or whatever with one in I just don't prefer that. But that's me. So everybody's got their style. I like 4 o'clock. So if you have any questions, please put those down in the comments below. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for joining me on this little adventure as we do a review on a holster. And anyway, I'll see you on the next one.